Thank you for responding to my advertisement in the Sunday Times. My name is John Phillips, and I am offering for sale a business model which is now fully established and has produced profits of £90,000 gross, £60,000 net, in each of the last 2 financial years. These figures are full accountant audited and will be made available to seriously interested parties. This business is operated either from a home or a small rented office. It can be run by one person working approximately 20 hours per week. It requires no specific experience, save organizational and business skills. It is a cash-rich business in that profits are received before any work is carried out. It is completely ready to operate and you would expect to see profits within a week of beginning. It requires very low financial investment after the purchase of this business model. Now let me tell you something about my own background, what exactly this business is, and why I am now offering it for sale in this form. My background is in conventional book publishing. I have been involved in this for more than 30 years, the last 15 or so at the highest level, and owned several smallish companies both in the UK and America with turnovers in the region of £1.5 million. I say this not to brag, but to show that I know what I am talking about with this business. Publishing was good to me, and I retired 10 years ago at the age of 55. But I retained an interest in the industry and a couple of years ago was introduced to the idea of e-books, and Kindle books specifically. It quickly became clear that this was very much the right business at the right time, and, although I had no intention of beginning another business at my age, I experimented with the idea single-handedly, as more of a hobby than anything else. The results were amazingly positive, so I spent 6 months or so refining the system, so that it involved the minimum amount of time and effort on my part. The result was a very slick, almost completely formulaic system that produced an audited turnover of £155,000 with gross profits of £90,000 and net profits of £60,000. All from 20 man-hours a week in a small home office. The idea was to operate without any full-time staff, from home if possible, using a system which is entirely formulaic. So, why am I offering the business for sale now, when it is such easy money? There are 2 reasons. The first is that in August I will be 65 years old and of retirement age. The second is that around 6 months ago I had what is euphemistically called a health scare, which is still not resolved. This makes one focus much more on one's mortality. So, I decided to offer the business model for sale, to present an opportunity to entrepreneurs who want to have a business from which it is almost impossible to lose. Now let me explain a little about the business model itself. Not surprisingly, it is completely internet-based. We are talking about e-books here. The business is website-based. The current website which has generated the profits quoted is www.publishkindlebook.com. Take a look at it and you will see more or less how the business works. It is aimed at authors wanting to publish their books on Kindle, but who do not have the necessary skills to do so. Our publishing service does this for them. Traffic is generated for the website using Google AdWords. This is like a tap that can be turned on and off more or less at any time, in order to regulate the flow of authors. The cost of the publishing service to the author is £970. All of the work involved is carried out by freelancers. The profit margin is approximately 45%. Everything is system-based and completely formulaic. Here is a list of what is included in the sale. All systems, procedures and methodologies that have been developed over the last 2.5 years. All sample correspondence, templates and documents required for the day-to-day running of the business. A custom-built website replicating www.publishkindlebook.com, and the goodwill generated from this original website. A state-of-the-art laptop computer, customized to include all of the above in electronic form. Established contacts with all experienced freelance staff including editors, artists and designers. Comprehensive training, and full support and backup for a 6-month period. And now let me summarize the key points. A never-before-offered opportunity. A highly prestigious publishing business. Occupies a niche position in the book publishing world. A rapidly expanding market, the right business at the right time. Tremendous, proved, profit potential. Can be operated easily from home in 20 hours a week. Needs no full-time staff and minimum administration. A business with excellent cash flow and no bad debts. Ideal as a turnkey or bolt-on business. A ready-to-trade business that can be operated without experience. A small number of high-paying clients, so low client maintenance levels. Finally, thank you for taking the time to listen to this short presentation. The only things that remains is for me to tell you the price of this business model. It is £4,700 including all listed above, an entirely fair amount when you consider the initial start-up package and the potential profits involved. From what you have seen, I am sure you realize that this business model is likely to be in great demand, so I would urge you to act now. Below is my private personal mobile telephone number if you want further details, have any questions, or would like to arrange a meeting. I look forward to hearing from you. With kind regards, John Phillips.